So here we have game one, Slay the Troggoth. I've tried changing my army up a little bit. 10 Blood Warriors, one with the Gorglaive, Slaughter Priest. I mean, he's vital in a Khorne army. D6 Mortals is lovely. And then of course a unit of 5 Skull Reapers, because I've no more Blood Warriors yet built, and they are nicely painted, so might as well get them on the board. And then over here we have a unit of 3 Rotguts. We have a unit of Fillwater Troggoths and a final unit of Rotguts. As you can see, he's having his snacks watching the game. So, first turn roll off. 1 to 3, the Troggoths get to go. 4 plus, Khorne gets to go. And it's a 5, so the first turn belongs to Khorne. So first of all, Slaughter Priest. It's 16 inch for his spell. They start within 15. So I'm going to attempt to D6 Mortal the Fellwater Troggoths. And it goes off. So they take 6 mortal wounds. Well, D6 mortal wounds, and they don't have a save against mortals. 4 takes away a base, I believe. Yes, they have 4 wounds each. It's a 5. That is excellent. So to start off with, that is 1 Fellwater dead. And that Fellwater has taken a wound. And that is the end of hero phase for Khorne. And now in this game, if you finish a movement phase not on terrain, you take D3 mortals. You may need to roll. Now if you don't finish it, you take D3. So Slaughter Priest is going to be going onto the swamp. I don't think anybody else can really. Maybe the Skull Reapers could, but I'll roll, because I'm pretty sure you have to roll for it. So I'll roll for it and make them take mortals or not. So Slaughter Priest round here then, he's going to move up. I'll come back once everybody's shuffled up and in position. So as you can see, Slaughter Priest has finished on the swamp near the objective. 10 Blood Warriors over there, they're not all on the terrain, so on a 1 they take D3 mortals. The 5 Skull Reapers over here, again on a 1 they take D3 mortals. So I'll do the Skull Reapers first. They're absolutely fine. And now the Blood Warriors. And they are absolutely fine. So now it is time for charge rolls. So the Blood Warriors move 6. So they need a 9 inch charge. They start 15 away. So if they move 6, they need a 9 inch charge. And they got exactly 9. Slaughter Priest is staying put. He's going to get the objective. Try and mortal those guys to death before they can kill him. So these guys only move 5. So they need 10, but they get +1 to their charges. So that will make these a 9. And they get a 9 exactly as well. This is not bad. Everybody's getting in. So I'll get everybody in position and we'll be back with the combat phase. Right, so everybody's in where they needed to be. So I'm going to go with, well, what I'm going to do at the start of the combat phase is I am going to use my Slaughter Priest, I'm going to use my 1 command point, and I'm going to give these guys all-out defense. So they re-roll saves of 1. I know they've only got a 6 save, but if they live, they do a mortal back. If they die, they get to pile in an attack. I could have given re-roll hits of 1 to these guys, and not for extra mortals, but I thought I'd try it out, see how it goes. So I'll get them piled in, and we'll be back shortly. So after piling an attack, that's how it looks. 8 guys got in, 2 guys aren't in. The Gorglaive, of course, has always got to be in. So I shall be going with the Gorglaive guy first. Just get out of the way. 3s and 3s, 1 rend and 2 damage. So 3s and 3s, 2 hits. And 1 wound. So their 5 save becomes a 6, which of course they save. Well, isn't that just marvellous? And then it is 7 more guys. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, +1 attack for the unit champion. So here we go then. 3s then 4s. That is amazing. There is only 2 misses. I think that is the greatest roll I've ever done. I'm well impressed with that. So just the 2 misses. More misses there, but I have... That's a miss. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. I believe for 7. So actually more, 6 missed on the second round. I suppose it's average. So, a 5 save, because they are only 1 damage, followed by a 5 save. Saved 2 of those. And then 1, so that's 4. So is that a guy dead? That is, we have managed to kill a Rotgut. That's impressive for those guys killing one of those outright, because they are dangerous. And 9 the Spirits of Fairness, because obviously those guys are now safe. I will go with this unit of Rotguts first. So it is 2 attacks each. 3s and 3s, 2 rend and 3. It's the 3 damage that hurts. Oh. I suppose we have to reroll that one. 4 hits. That's not bad. 2 wounds. I get a 6 save because I start at 4, but they are 2 rend. Which I make none of, which is disgusting because that's 2 guys dead. So my banner guy's unfortunately going to have to go. I should have left him at the back, I usually do. If you look at the other units, the banner guys have been at the back. But then on a 5+, they pile in an attack. Oh, sorry, it's D3 mortals on a 5+. It's those guys that get to pile in an attack. No 5+s, that's not good, because I needed them. So those 2 guys are now dead, that's great. Luckily this unit doesn't take battle shock. So now it's me, so these guys will straighten up. I shall go with the Vicious Mutation first. 3s then 4s. So of course it misses. Really should have given them reroll hits of 1, shouldn't I? And then it's 5 attacks each. Sorry, 4 attacks each. 3 guys. 3s and 3s, but 6s on the hits of mortals. Well, 3 6s. So that's not bad. There's another hit over there. So that's 3 mortal wounds in addition. That's 3s. So that's not bad, I suppose. So they get a 5 up save against these 6. And then I need to after that. Which they don't, that's excellent, because I take that save out, but now I need to add in the 3 mortal wounds. And they get a 5 save against that. Oh, that was a drop dice. And again, they don't, that wasn't a bad return. Because that's 1 guy dead and 1 guy on 1 wound. Well, I suppose that wasn't a bad return for 3 Skull Reapers. That's a Rotgut gone and 1's taken 3 wounds. So now this unit of Rotguts gets to go, which could be a worry. But luckily I killed 1, so 2 guys, 3s and 3s. All it usually is. Three wounds. Right, this is where it gets interesting. I get a 6 up save. I'm re-rolling saves of 1. If I do actually save the Taker Mortal, but if I don't save, it's 3 damage. Every guy that dies gets to pile in an attack. So, 3 saves. All 3 ones. So I am so pleased I gave all out defense on reroll ones. Reroll save. Oh, thank you. Oh, I got 1 6. So 1 guy takes a mortal wound, which he gets a 5 saver. Which he doesn't. So he's taken a wound. But then there's 2 that's gone through. So then that's 6 damage. So that's 3 guys died. Who then all get to pile in and attack. So I shall remove those 3 guys. 3 guys. 3s then 4s. Of course I have a terrible roll that time. 2 wounds. 5 up. Save them both. That's going ridiculous against those guys when it does like that. So, that is the end of turn 1. Sorry, it's the end of Khorne turn 1. We are now on to Rock Guts turn 1. So, this unit of Rock Guts... Oh, sorry, Battle Shock. I've lost 3 guys. So, I am Bravery 6 base. I have a banner that makes me 7. I have lost 3. So, I need a 4 or less. 5 or a 6. Guys, run. A 4. Just safe. Thank you. Those don't take Battle Shock, neither do Rock Guts in this game. Right, so this unit of Rock Guts, they are close combat, so I want a 1 or a 2. A1, they do absolutely nothing. They cannot even be picked to fight in the combat phase. That is amazing. The unit of Fell Waters, now these guys, they're 3 to 12 because they're within them. Yep. So, that is a 6. Which is a charge. Now, luckily, they have to move towards the nearest enemy, which I believe is the Blood Warriors. It's about 4 inch there, and it's about 5 or 6 there. And with a charge, they don't get to throw either, which is excellent. And then this last unit of Rock Guts over here, again, they're in close combat, so again, I want a 1 or a 2. Oh, I get a 2. They are spooked. They have to run. And I'm not sure if they can run off the edge of the board or not. We will have to confer on that and find out for you. But here we go then. They run away. 5 plus their 5 movement. 6 movement, so they run 11. So they're either off the board, because they've got to run away from those guys. So they've either run off the board, or they just stand on the edge for now and are out of the game. I will find out. After measuring, they can get right into the corner, so instead of conferring, I'll get it done. Now, these guys need to charge, which means they get to make a normal move, which is just turn around and face them. And, oh, they get to regen as well, sorry. 4 plus D3. No, they rolled a 3, so they didn't heal. Now the charge. 6. They are in. So, we're on to the Trolls combat phase, and because those 2 guys can't go, and those 2 guys ran away, there is just the 2 Fellwater Troggoths to go. 3s and 3s, only 1 rend though, and only 2 damage. So, 5 hits. Four wounds. So a 5 save, a 6 is a mortal, and I am still re-rolling saves of 1. Save nothing, but I got a 1. Didn't save that either. That is disgustingly 8 damage. They did worse against a unit of Fellwaters, but that's ridiculous. 4 dead guys. 3s, then 4s. Right, I'm going to have to split these then. So it's 1 guy against the Fellwaters, the other 3 are against the... Just for the range and where they're piled in, moving towards it. It just says they get to pile in, and the rules for piling, you've got to pile in towards the nearest model. And they were slain in combat. It doesn't say they have to go towards the unit that killed them. So, they get 1 guy into the Fellwaters. 2 hits. 1 wound. No rend. 5 up save. Cocked. And they save it, of course they do. And now the 3 guys into the Rock Guts. Oh. 4 hits. 1 wound again. Failed, but they get another shot at it. Oh, failed again. He has now taken 2 wounds. And after all that, it's now my 3 guys to what's left of my Blood Warriors. This is not going to be good. Because I have no command points, so I can't Inspiring Presence them. So, Gorglaive gets to go first. Everything into the Rock Guts. They're harder than the Fellwaters. So, the Glaive guy first. 3s and 3s. 1 always misses. It wounds, so it's 1 rend, so that becomes a 6, which they don't make. It is 2 damage, so these are a 5. Of course he does save them both. The first time the glaive has done anything. 2 other guys, 1 extra for the champion. 3s, yeah, of course I get 3 2s. And then 4s, 2 wounds. A 5, no, followed by a 5. Oh no, so 2 more there, which means with his 2 wounds, we have managed to get rid of that rock gut as well. So that actually, no, because yeah, that's not good. Start at 7, taken 4. I need a 3 or less, anything over. If I get a 6, everybody's gone, which is not what I want right now. Oh, a 3, everybody stays. That's insane. Can't believe that happened. And that, so far, is the end, completely, of turn 1. So 1 to 3, the troggoths get it. 4 plus, Khorne gets it. Oh, and it's a 4 plus, Khorne gets it again. That is excellent. So we'll start off, same as last time, Slaughter Priest, into the back of the Fell Waters, D6 mortals hopefully, 4 plus, gets it off. Can't kill them, but can get them down to 1 guy at 1 wound left. 1. Only the 1. So that guy has now taken 2 wounds. These guys are going to shuffle over here and try and help these. Slaughter Priest is just going to shuffle up to the objective to make sure he holds it. So I'm not sure what happens with those guys. I mean, they're going to come back in eventually, but hopefully I'll have won it by then, or at least cleaned up over here and set a nice steady line to stop them. Right, so they need a 3. They were like 7 away, but they get a 6-inch move. So, and they get +1, so even Snake Eyes to get in. Rolled a 4, +1 gives them a 5. So the Fell Waters as so. Do I give them rerolls? No, this time I am going to give these 3 guys reroll hits of 1. Maybe not. I might give them the save again. It did come in handy last time. You know what? I'll give the 3 guys reroll saves of 1 again. It was fun. And it is my combat first, so I will go with the Blood Warriors. So I will do the Gorglaive into the Rock Guts. The other 2 guys go into the Fell Waters. So, Gorglaive first. 3s and 3s. 1 hit. 1 wound, so their 5 save becomes a 6, which it doesn't make. It is 2 damage, which he gets a 5 against. And he makes 1, so he takes a wound. Not bad little Gorglaive guy all on yourself. I mean, you're going to get smushed into pulp in a minute by that rock gut all on himself, but you never know. And then the other 2 guys, +1 for the champ. These are 3s and 4s. Oh, sorry, these are 4s and 4s because they are -1 to hit. Really should have given them reroll hits of 1. So 4s and 4s now. And it cost me on 1, which is a shame, but never mind. Only 1 wound. 5 up save, which they don't make, so he takes 1 more damage. And now the Rock Gut is safe, so always in the spirit of fairness of the game, the Fell Waters will go first. And I'm going to do both of them into the Skull Reapers again. It's in fairness, they're next to go, they want to try and get rid of 1 guy. So it's 4 attacks each, 3s and 3s, 1 rend, 2 damage. That's a better roll for me. 4 misses. That one's cocked even though it was a miss, so it turns into a hit, of course it does. So these 4s become a 5 save, which I save 1, and that is 2 damage, which doesn't actually kill anybody. Did not expect that. And now my Skull Reapers get to go back. So the Vicious Mutation first. Threes then 4s. Sorry, 4s then 4s. Because they are -1 to hit, but it hit. And it wounded. And that is 1 rend. So their 5 save becomes a 6. Oh, and that's D3. No. And then the rest of the guy will get the normal attacks now. 3 guys, 4 attacks each. 6 of the mortals. Normally 3s to hit, it's now 4s. And this time it's cost me on a few. There's 2 6s. So many misses. So 2 6s. So 2 mortals, which they don't get any save against. And these are 3s. Cocked even though it's a hit. Oh, this time it hit. Thank God. So they get 3 saves at a 5 up. They've already taken 2 mortal wounds. Saves 1. That's 4 wounds total, which leaves them with 1 wound left. And that guy has now taken 3. And now the rock gut gets to go. If they all go through and I don't save any, he can kill them all. Both hits, not good. Oh, 1 wound. Can't kill them all. And then that becomes a 6 save. Re-rolling 1s. Had to be a 4, didn't it? So that's 3 damage. Which... I'm going to kill my banner. Because then he gets to pile in an attack. To fell water. Put a wound on that guy there. It just says they get to pile in an attack if they're slain. It doesn't say they have to go against the unit that killed them. So, 2 attacks. 4s and 4s because of the -1. That one's caught. Oh, 1 hit. Oh, no wound. So my sneaky trying to kill him didn't work. And that is the end of Khorne turn 2. So I have a battle shock to take. I lost a guy, which was my banner, which now makes that silly because that puts me on a 5. So on a 6, a guy runs, which it wasn't, so that's okay. So, Rock Guts turn 2. So this one guy over here. Oh, that's not good. Rolled a 5, hold, which means it gets to regen. 4+, which it doesn't. Oh, yes. But then, on a hold, if he's within 12, he gets to throw at me, which is not good. Oh, it's got to be equal to or less than number, so it's got to be a 2 or less to do D3 mortals, and it's not. So that's excellent. Now this Fellwater Troggoth, again, he's within 3. He rolls a 5 as well, so again, that's hold. He gets to spit, which is 2s then 3s. It's hit. Oh, it's wounded. It's -2 rend, so this needs to be a 6, which it is not. D3 damage, he could kill them, and it's not the combat phase, so they don't get to pile in an attack. I'm pretty sure at least it states that much. Yep. Oh, no, it's just a 1. I mean, it still kills that guy, which is not good. But, yeah, I'll take it. And now the big unit over there, are just miles away, because they ran like little... I'm going to bring them back into the game. I don't know if they would or not, you know, they're still running away. And I could have ran them off the board if I really wanted to. They rolled a 2, which is hold, for some reason. I don't know. They get to regen, though. Oh, yeah, he would have got to regen with his hold as well. I do apologise. So I'll roll the Fell Waters first. He didn't get it. So that guy over there can regen now, try to. No, he didn't get it. So that actually didn't go too bad for me. So obviously they can't go anywhere because they're already in combat. I will shuffle them up their movement. In fact, no, they don't. No. What am I saying? It's not a normal game. It's Slay the Troggoth King. So, we are on to Rock Guts combat. So, again, I reckon the Fellwart will go first. Not only because he's nearly dead, But that guy's only got 1 to kill. He's got 3. So, 4 attacks. 3s and 3s. Oh, that's good for me. 2 wounds though. 1 rend, so this becomes a 5. Oh, I saved 1. 2 damage, which means it kills that guy. And it passes a wound on to this guy. But then on a 5 plus, if he'd have done that, he'd have killed him. And seeing as it's me now, I will go with my Gorglaive guy. 2 attacks, 3s and 3s. 1 rend, so that 5 becomes a 6. Which, oh, they keep making that 6 save on that glaive. That is not good. And then that rock gut gets to go back. 3s. Drop dice. 3s and 3s. So 6 re-rolling 1s. So I roll a 2, of course I do. I mean, there's only the 1 guy you can kill, which is not bad, so he gets to pile in an attack with his glaive. So 3s. And 3s. Oh, excellent. So double 6 and then double the 2 damage each. Oh, that's 4 damage. So he gets a 5 save against these 4. Could it be wipeout for wipeout? He's only got 3 wounds left. Oh, and it's a wipeout for a wipeout. You know what? MVP right there on dying. The Gorglaive guy takes out the last rock gut over there. So, now it's time for my Skull Reapers. So just make sure he's in. That guy's dead. They don't take battle shock, so we can just go over there. So the vicious mutation first. For usually 3s and 4s, now 4s and 4s. It hits. Doesn't wound though. Of course not. 4 attacks each. Normally 3s and 3s, so now 4s and 3s, but 6s are mortals. 3 mortal wounds, which outright kills him. He does not have a save against mortals. I mean, I will roll the rest. Those 3 missed. Yeah, you were dead. So that's him gone. So, it's just us. It's really going to be them 2 guys versus them 2 guys, because my Slaughter Priest is going to stay there trying to win the game. So, that is the end of turn 2. There's no battle shock for anybody. So, roll off for turn 3. Again, 1 to 3. The rock guts get it. 4 to 6. Khorne gets it. A 3. The rocks get it, which does actually help me if they get advance. So, I want anything above 2. A 4, excellent. So they get to try and regen, 4 plus, which they do not, which is good. And then they get to make a normal move, and then I'll measure, see if they're within 12 inch, because then they get to shoot if they are, but we'll be back. And they are 13 inch away, which means they do not get to throw, which helps me a lot. Because now, it is Khorne turn 2. And they're within 15 of him, though. They were 13 away from the Skull Reapers. They're within 16 of my Slaughter Priest. Oh yeah. As you can see, the 16 mark is on his base. And as you can see, it covers his base. So they are definitely there. So, 4 plus. Yep. D6. Only the 2, which they get a 5 save against. Saves 1. They keep saving those mortals. But that does kill that guy. So there's 1 rock gut left. So now I'm onto my movement. Like I said, the Slaughter Priest is staying there. They're going to shuffle up and try and charge in.
Here's your player.
So as you can see, they move 6 inch. They need 7 inch on the charge because they were 13 away, but they get +1 to charges. So they need a 6. Nice big 10. So 11. So those 2 guys are definitely in. I hope this wasn't a mistake, because I need to win this. So, Khorne gets to go first. Oh, measure this. I'm sure it's 16 or 18 of your general, and he is my general. So, they are getting Reroll hits of 1, I believe. Yes, not the saves, I'll give them the hits. So, I shall do the Vicious Mutation first. 3s and 4s. It hits. But it doesn't wound. Never wounds. And then their normal attacks. 3s and 3s. 6s are mortals. That is brilliant. I got 4 6s. So that's 4 mortal wounds. So he gets to save against these 4 with a 5. I didn't want him to do that well. And then I add in the 4 mortal wounds with another 5. And with that final lopping overhead, the last rock gut falls. Chopped his arms off so that brick fell on his own head. And that, my friends, means Khorne wins. Excellent. I don't tend to win the first game, so that went well. So, I have, So, the Blood Warriors, all 10 guys died. This is not going to be good. Because each one will be a dead man. Woohoo! Only one. Only one. That is fantastic. So, one little guy will not be making it to the next fight. And now the 3 skull. This is the one where I worry. 3 Skull Reapers. No ones. That's a cock and it was a 4. Oh, thank you. No one's on the Skull Reapers. So the Skull Reapers all stay to fight another day. So there we have the end of game 1.